One story I want to highlight is these two junior hires right here. They're right there. Oh, man. Okay, you guys, this is really cool because Becca and Meadow, they're in junior high, and they got baptized this summer at our church picnic park in the park. Yeah. And their lives have been turning towards God in all sorts of cool ways. For a junior hire, it's so exciting to watch and to be a part of. And Heidi and I, we were talking with them the other day, and we said, how can we help your spiritual life grow? How can we help you in your walk with God? And they said, what we'd really like is a Bible study, just for us, just for our age. And Heidi and I were just heartbroken. We're like, we want to do that. We do so many things. It's hard to do everything we want to do at Branches, but you'd have to be the Grinch to say no to that, right? I mean, here's these students, and they're like, we want a Bible study. And we're like, we will make that happen, whatever it takes. And we were praying about how to do it. Right then, our friend Chase Fitchner, he's been hanging around here at Branches last couple of years. He's a senior at Cal Poly, and he says, guys, God's been working on my heart. I want to just serve you this year in any way you need. I have a background in junior high, working with students. I've done all these summer camps, and I'm just your guy, whatever you need. Heidi and I, we couldn't believe the connection, how it just worked together so beautifully. We said, Chase, would you be our year intern? Would you be our youth intern this year and help us get this youth group off the ground? And it's been amazing to have this help and to watch God work. In fact, last Tuesday was our very first youth group right here in this building. Last Tuesday night, 7 p.m. I got some pictures for you guys. There it was. It happened. The Bible study happened. We did it. And it was so fun. I got a little highlights here. We played games. We got all this fun stuff out. What else? We played Uno even. I don't know how we worked that in, but that worked out. There was a giant Jenga. I mean, the whole place was kind of turned around and this room, and Chase got to share why a group like this and why him and why do we do this together. And when we broke into small groups and talked and prayed together, and it was just an amazing kickoff to watch this thing happen, to be a part of it. This youth group, this brand new way of reaching the next generation. We couldn't be more excited. We're getting on to this coming couple of weeks will be our 2-year anniversary as a church. So 2 years meeting here in the Vets Hall, and always looking for what's next. What is God doing in us, and how can we step forward in new ways? When you have a birthday, you say, happy birthday to you, the song. And at the end, you say, and many more, right? And so this coming birthday for us in a couple weeks, on the 20th, we're going to kind of do a and many more kind of a day where we invite you guys all into what's next, the many birthdays to come. Our prayers, this is one of hundreds of birthdays, right, for Branches, that this could be a place that puts down roots right here and is able to keep this message, this mission, this vision of helping every person connect to Jesus, the source of life. That's where we see life change happen, and we want to be after it with everything that we got. So in the theme of and many more, we thought, well, let's kind of step out in some new ways. Let's invite all of us to step in. We've been looking at Nehemiah, right, these last few weeks. Nehemiah and his whole crew, they go to his old hometown and they rebuild Jerusalem and these walls and gates. And last week we celebrated, they finally finished the wall, after all this work. And then they began working on the temple. They began working on their spiritual life and a place to go and to worship God and to be reminded of God. And all of them pitched in, they all pitched in shekels and silver coins and stuff. The chapters tell us they gave of their resources, everybody in different ways, to make this whole project come together. And it seems like from the very beginning, God has always been about inviting people, regular people like you and I, to make a difference, to bring our resources, whatever they might be, to God and to let God use it. It's been God's idea from the beginning that he would use us as a part of the financial engine that keeps it moving forward. So we take that so seriously around here. We have an independent outside bookkeeper and a management team and a board of directors and all these people who meet weekly, monthly, looking at our budget, keeping us on track, helping make sure that we are strategically using every dollar that comes in. But one thing we haven't done is a building fund, like a building campaign, right? Because we're graciously getting to rent the Vets Hall here, and it's been awesome. But we're dreaming about the day someday when we could have our own space, like our own place to put down roots, to make it our own and have these weekly gatherings, all sorts of kinds of gatherings for different age groups, all sorts of kind of resources and facilities, space to do new things. So the idea of a building someday, we don't have an idea where it would be. We keep like praying about it, but we thought in the meantime, what if we got ready for it? And we did a little fundraiser so that we could be ready. We had some building fund capital. So that's what we're gonna do. And it's gonna start on our birthday. We're gonna do this thing called Putting Down Roots, Building for the Future. And one of the ways we're gonna do this is through this envelope giving campaign. So you're gonna see out on the patio, this big little sign setup deal with envelopes here, 200 or so envelopes, and they each are numbered. And they're gonna look cooler than this. Okay, this is just a stock photo. We're gonna make them cooler, and they're gonna be numbered, and you're gonna get to, oh no, okay, thanks bro, oh man. Okay, you're gonna get to take an envelope off, anyone you want, and then you get to the end of the year to bring back the money amount on that envelope. Okay, so you would take a 73 off the little middle there. Your commitment and your sort of pledge or your stepping in is to bring $73 by the end of the year to put it into we'll have a collection thing going, of course, every week, but it's a way to do that together. So there's all sorts of ways to take part, and all of it will go directly to this building fund, this like reserve that we'll save and get good interest on, that will be in preparation for this someday home that Branches will have, putting down roots.